Hey, how's it going, folks? So yeah, I need all my faculties to be driving this. You know, this has got to be some kind of a world record because I got the road tax of the Alfetta renewed on the 8th of August this year, and I haven't driven it. I haven't driven it since the 8th of August this year. I parked it up, covered it, and yeah, it's a world record because she started up just fine. And I've decided to go and pay a visit to Ake because not really happy with the results of the paint job previously. Some rust spots have started to appear again, and normally, yes, I would say if it's not an Alfa Romeo, if it doesn't rust, so yeah, it has to rust if it's an Alfa Romeo, a bona fide Alfa Romeo, but a bit too soon from the previous paint job. So I think I have a suspicion that maybe the rust wasn't really well taken care of. Maybe it was just cemented over and then painted, and I think that maybe the cement didn't dry well enough before they painted the car. So I'm gonna pay a visit to my old Sifu and see what he can do. It's most prevalent on the boot at the back there. So let's see what happens. In the meantime, I thought I'd just share this short drive with you, still within the PJ area, which is where we need to be since we're in CMCO. Sometimes I find it hard to believe, actually all the time I find it hard to believe this car is 41 years old, or is it 42 years old already? Wow, just amazing. And yeah, this is another one of those cars that when I drive, it puts a smile on my face, for sure. Definitely with the windows down. The air conditioning works, but I hardly use it. And the player, I think I'm just going to remove it and leave it at home because it has never been used. I know it works because I turned it on once, but very, very seldom do I put it on. In fact, never. I love to hear the engine and feel what the car is communicating to me. Just brilliant. And yeah, 5-speed manual from 1979. And it's a working gear too, because you can actually accelerate in fifth. And the car just goes. It just goes. I have no idea how fast I'm going. I don't have my speedometer app on. And the speedometer doesn't work. It's a very long cable, by the way. It's more than 6 feet long because it runs off the gearbox, which is at the back. Yeah, it's not running off the engine or the transmission or the wheels. It's running off the gearbox, and the gearbox is at the back. Engine in front, gearbox at the back for better weight distribution. Those crazy Italians, huh? What were they thinking when they made this car? I think they were all high, maybe. Oh yes, let's put the gearbox in the back. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, it will really mess up their minds when they think about it in 40 years' time. Yeah, something like that. I figure something like that, Italian guys in white coat, lab coats and everything, with grizzly beard and mustache, all getting drunk, getting high and designing an Alfa Romeo. I think you need to be high to design an Alfa Romeo, and I think although I don't consume alcohol or smoke weed, I think you gotta be high or drunk to drive a car like this. That's when it's the most fun. Yes, talk a little bit and then go for a drive, and you'll be like, if you remember the movie Pulp Fiction with John Travolta, yeah? He gets a high in his friend's house and then he goes for a drive and he's like this. He's like this. It's a perfect. It's a beautiful thing, yeah? To be high and driving an Alfa Romeo. So, yeah, I guess maybe the CMCO is kind of caught up with me a little bit. But, oh, SEG. Nice. Yeah, buddy. Very nice. So anyway, what was I saying? No, I wasn't saying anything because I was speaking in Italian. No, I was not speaking Italian. I was speaking in an Italian accent. But I think, when I drive this car, it becomes very normal for me to have the Italian accent. Huh? You have to forgive me for that. Yes, thank you. Terima kasih. Hey, So that is what terima kasih sounds in Italian, eh? It's very good. I like it. The one thing I don't quite like though is cars coming very, very close to have a closer look at this. You know, the eyes playing tricks on them, because this car, I tell you, it's an analog car in a digital world. Yes, it's a digital world, and this is still an analog car. Very, very analog. No ABS, EBD, traction control, ESP. Heck, I don't even have airbags. Got nothing. No power brakes, no brake assist, no AEB. Autonomous emergency braking. What was that? I mean, seriously, in 1979, what was that? They hadn't even thought of it yet. I mean, it was not even a notion, much less an idea. Self-driving, autonomous driving. What? They hadn't even thought of it yet. It was not even a seed in their brain to conceive that someday we would have cars that drive themselves, and you can even actually sit in the passenger seat and let the car just drive. I do that, and that's it. Immediately this car tells me, you wanna die? Yeah. So from an age when you drive, you know, you drive, nothing else. If it wasn't for this holder, I would not be able to record this. There is no way I'd be able to drive and record this at the same time. It's an impossibility. You need all your faculties. Bloody hell, man, this car doesn't even have cup holders. And you know what? They did that intentionally, because you're not supposed to be drinking, not even alcohol, but any soft drink. You're not even supposed to be drinking while driving, much less eating or talking on the phone or playing with your... See? You see? You see? I cannot even let go of the steering wheel. I cannot let go of the steering wheel. I have to be in control of this car all the time, or it will bite me. It doesn't want to kill me, but it will. It will kill me if you know, if I disrespect it by doing something else other than just the sheer pleasure of driving. It will kill me. Yeah. And let's face it, it's from 1979. The metals that they used were from old tanks. Yeah, bombed tanks. They took the metal and made this car. No, I'm just making that up, but it might be true. So in an accident, I can pretty much kiss my pretty ass goodbye. Yeah, so you need to respect this car when you drive. You can't even drinking when you're driving, yeah? Just remember that. You want to own an Italian car? Good. Make sure your papers and documents are in order, and I'm not talking about the car, yeah? I'm talking about your life. So make sure you have a will and a last will and testament, and then maybe you can drive an old Italian car. Because if you're used to emergency autonomous braking and lane departure warning and all that bullshit, you cannot drive this car. No way. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yes. You want to learn how to drive, you drive this car. Or any car from this era. Because those cars will definitely want to kill you. Today's cars, they want to save your life. So they give you a driver aids to help you save your life. And still you can crash. You stupid fool. How can you still crash with all these aids? This car got nothing, and I no crash. Right, I'm gonna stop now. I'm sorry. I have no idea where that came from, yeah? I am possessed. Every time I drive an Alfa Romeo, I get possessed. The spirits of all the ancestors from Alfa Romeo in Italy, they come out, they possess me. So, anyway, hope you're all having a good time. Hope you're all being okay. Be safe, you know, wear a mask, even if it's around your chin, but I'm in the car. Take care, y'all. Be safe. Bye-bye.